Je suis Louadhi Nasreddine, coordinateur national du projet CLCA en Algérie. Tout d'abord,
I am the coordinator of CLC project in Algeria. This project was launched 10 years ago in Algeria, so we worked in a first stage between 2012 and 2016 in an experimental stage at a small scale. The project stopped a little bit between 2016 and 2019. We kept on working, trying to collect as much information as possible from these regions with agronomic data, specifically collecting agronomic data as of 2018 and with the support of international partners. IFAD, ICARDA, and CIMIT, we started with the second stage of our project at larger scale until 2022. So we began to start working with 3 platforms with 36 experimental plots in a total surface area of 316 hectares in the first year. And we are already going into the 4th year with 10 platforms. These platforms are agroclimatic areas with great variability among them, with a series of experiments in 121 plots with over 349 hectares, with more than that number, with more than 192 farmers. The second stage changed the sequencing and the progress made at a surface area regarding the technologies and also regarding the relationship with growers and promoters.
S'il vous plaît.
The next one, please.
Cette année, c'est la 4e année. Dans la carte,
This is our 4th year already, and in the map you can see those regions where we conducted the project activities. The eastern, central, and western regions of Algeria.
Une superficie actuellement de 2300 environ, également de 2100 agriculteurs qui ont adopté les technologies de CLCA.
Covering a large surface area with over 2,000 growers that adopted this CLCA technology.
Vous pouvez voir les technologies qu'on a essayé de résumer dans ce slide, où on a adopté
We are summarizing the technologies used in this slide, 6 technologies, or 6 CLCA innovations were used. Let's begin by talking about the impact in the first stage, conservation agriculture, which is a method or a technology which can greatly reduce the use of irrigation water. This is a tool to save water or for water conservation. The second innovation is a mix of dry legumes with veg and triticale, which represent very important forage options for our flocks and for our cattle herds. And we also use a disc seeder, which retains more water. However, serrated seeder is more efficient than the disc seeder. And the price between these 2 types of disc is important, but it was adopted by the growers. The 4th innovation, we discovered that there was a possibility to reduce the rates of de-weeding products using a lower dose between 540 to 720 grams of glyphosate, which is improving environmental control, and it's more efficient. There are also some legumes which are providing us with great results, like lentil and also vetch. And the last innovation, and we have to thank the Specialized Institute for Livestock Rising, ITTE, was quite helpful in order to improve our herd production. A healthier and better production was achieved through graze management, better graze management. The next one, please. And this
c'est l'innovation la plus importante.
This is the most important innovation which took place in the second phase of the project. However, it could have been used from the very first stage, which is related to production and manufacturing of a seeder that can be afforded by growers, because the cost is around $13,000 with a state subsidy that was achieved thanks to negotiations with the government, so that the growers could have access to 40% deduction in terms of subsidies. So now the growers can get this plant seeder at $9,100, and for the groups of farmers, they can buy it at $7,800. There are also some service providers who have started buying and adopting these planter or seeder technology. Among the technologies that were developed at CLCA is mechanization, so that small landholders or small growers and women can use it. This type of stations where we have a cleaning unit for the seeds, it can be manufactured locally. The manufacturers are local at 100%, and it's affordable. The cost is around $2,000 per cleaning unit, and it allows us to produce higher quality seeds specifically for forage crops. This is providing great service to growers so that they can have high quality seeds available to them. And we also developed this sliotar or cutter, which can be used at home at the local level by women in order to improve the quality of byproducts from harvesting. That is the production of the crop fields and also green forage mixes. The next slide. Among the actions that were undertaken in the fourth year of the project, we had 42 events that were organized at local and regional levels, addressing farmers and also technicians. And we also reached indirectly 1,194 farmers. And we also worked with 31 students at their master's and PhD studies that worked with us in this project. We also had a field trip along with Picarda, our partner, in order to assess the progress made in this project. We had 140 executives from the project partners. They went along with us so that they could be convinced by themselves about this new focus of the project, which is knowledge exchange to add value to the products. And there are also many online courses that are given within the framework of this project in order to assist the participants. We also have an international course on conservation agriculture, and we also provide technical documentation. And we also provide stickers for machines and for farmers. And we have one chapter book with the partners that was made with the partners that work in this project. You have one more minute before we close.
Également, dans le projet, on a essayé d'introduire les activités.
Also within this project, we tried to develop the canola program with under 180 hectares planted with canola to ensure follow-up actions after the end of the project. This is an illustration prepared by ICARDA, our ICARDA colleagues representing all the stakeholders involved in this project. We have around 19 partners working with us from different institutions. And in this sense, we have adopted the proposed technologies, and we are basing ourselves in knowledge exchange in order to capitalize this knowledge. We focus on agriculture, conservation agriculture, and the adoption of new technologies. The French interpreter says that, sorry, the voice is breaking up a little bit, so it's hard to translate.
Ces hubs, c'est des lieux de rencontre entre les.
And we have also been working with forage production. We held meetings at what we call K-Hub meetings, where we work with conservation agriculture and we share the knowledge collected within the CLCA context. The next one, please.
And we're coming to the end of the time, so if you can begin with your concluding remarks, please.
Oui, effectivement. Dans le cadre du projet, on a essayé d'exploiter tous les moyens pour l'extension des résultats.
We're trying to work with as many media as possible in order to expand our results. We use all the social media, documentation, one-on-one meetings, social media, in order to disseminate and communicate the technologies. Social media have been quite helpful, and we have achieved many tangible results. We have almost reached the target that we said at the beginning. Thank you so much for your patience, and I do apologize for the connection failures. Thank you.